informed on everything, so he knows what's going on with everything. So it's kind of their decision. You know, we're an advisory board, but at this point with that Hangar L situation, it's kind of their decision on a direction they want to go. Do they want to take one of the outside proposals, or do they want to bring it in-house and say, here you go, Aaron, figure it out?
Okay, thank you.
Hangar Q, that is the Quonset hut. We are still waiting on a proposal to come back, or not the proposal, I'm sorry, that's wrong, contract, yes. We're still waiting on the contract from it. We're supposed to actually, from what I understand, they're actually having a meeting about that tonight. They are still wanting to move forward. They've made that very clear. Coincidentally, the people that want to rent that, or that are building that hangar, wanting to build that hangar, it's just a small world. Coincidentally, Scott knew them long before he ever even came to the city of Cleveland. He dealt with them in another municipality over a project they were doing then. And they're still on board. They've had some situations come up that had nothing to do with any of this, and then it was just priority. And then so their priority had to get shifted a little bit. But they are hoping to still, as of today, they're hoping to at least get that contract signed prior to Scott leaving. I did assure them today that Julius is very well aware of the whole situation and that nothing was going to change with the contract that we sent to them. But they are kind of in a hurry right now to hurry up and get that done. They feel like they need to get it done before Scott leaves. So that's where they're at. We're just waiting on them to get the contract that the city attorneys did. They're just waiting to get it back from them. I think that's it. Is that it? Any questions, concerns, anything? Nope. Number 8, airport. She says drag race community event, but basically she's got some ideas on the city doing some events like air shows or fly-ins, that kind of thing.
Yes,
Aaron?
air shows, fly-ins. I've got a lot of ideas. I'm not from here, as you guys know, so I've been, picking a few of you guys' brain about what sort of events to do. I saw a few old flyers, wings, something about wings flying, and I'm not sure, but I thought about 4th of July event. I know that you guys do one currently, annually. Is that right? Not quite.
Yeah, the fireworks, the city
The
does.
city does a fireworks show for 4th of July.
Okay.
The airport's they don't do an annual event. The only thing we have on at the airport right now is EAA is doing,
Yes.
they're doing some stuff.
Yes, I spoke to them today. They have a few meetings coming up. I'm going to try to join them and just learn about, the waivers that get signed for the kids, the discovery flights, how they do it all. And then we'll try to join them in that event by doing something inside the FBO for the kids when they do come. But yeah, more events to come. I'll be, talking to you guys about different things that you do in the community so I can kind of jump in and take over from there. So yeah, drag race, fly-ins, discovery for kids in the community. I'll reach out to some of the high schools, even younger than high school. Maybe some of the grade schools to see if they want to come and do something. I thought about also a prayer walk with some of the churches in the community where they can walk around, walk on the runway, pray, and then open up for some of the events that we're going to have. So just a way to get the whole community involved, not just the aviation community, but bring the churches involved too. And then maybe bring the children or, the 4th of July event, something like that. So, yeah, just stay tuned. We'll have some good things coming at the airport.
And that's awesome. I do know that there's been some concerns in the past about the city or tenants, let's put it that way, tenants feeling like the city was not on board to help as much as they felt like they should be. And I know that at the beginning of last year, Dickie was very, very busy on just compliance issues and everything else. And so I will say that Erin and I have had these conversations, and this was one of her deals from her interview with the city, was getting some community events going out there, air shows, something, fly-ins, something like that. Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm understanding that when those first initial conversations had, the challenge was budget. And there wasn't a budget in the city budget to support that kind of activity, but I believe there is now, or it's about to be, I forgot which.
No,
There is now,
there is
right?
now.
Like October, I think, is when it hit the budget,
Yep,
so.
we do have it budgeted. We do have, or I say we, the city does have it budgeted, the airport does have it budgeted. And then also, now, of course, I know we have a new director, but she is very eager to make the time to make these fly-ins happen. And so, yes. The answer is yes, yes, yes.
I think you may have met Larry today, Aaron? I did. Yeah, so Larry, of course, is the president of our chapter, and I know, being on one of the officers in the chapter as well, that we're very much eager to support the city in whatever role we can. For our insurance on the EAA, there are some lines that we have to stay on the right side of as we do that, but there's nothing that, those are challenges we can easily meet, just to put that out there. But I think we're very much eager to support the city and whatever they decide to organize and help with. I think the EAA can be counted on for that.
Well, and I'm going to reiterate again real quickly that I know in the past that this has been a concern because it was felt like by certain people at the airport, tenants, that the city did not want to help promote this or be involved with it as much as they thought they should. And I understand both sides of it. I will assure you right now, as I'm sitting here, with everything I know, that we have the budget for it. Julius, it will correct me if I'm wrong, but the city is 100% on board for doing these events. They want these events. They want to promote these events. They want to spend the money and do these events. I do know there's a little bit of sticky situation there between EAA, but Ms. Gordon can get that worked out between EAA. And then at the same time, I think she's kind of wanting to also try to figure out a couple of big events to do, for this, the city does the whole thing too. And I know that Ms. Gordon, and, I'll just tell you, Ms. Gordon had a conversation the other day with Scott about this, and Scott's been on board to have, one a quarter. We talked about at the beginning, we were hoping to get a pancake breakfast going, once a month, stuff like that going. So I can tell you as of right now, everything that that I know about, the city is definitely on board, and Aaron is eager to try to get stuff going. And Erin's going to need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help. She's, coming from a Intercontinental, which is a 6 or 7 category airport, to us. So it's a learning environment for sure. But she's going to, I think, get it tackled, and I think that we're on the right track anyways. Any other questions or anything? And any ideas, bring to her. I promise you, her door's open. She'll be glad to hear them. I think, Scott, when I did some research on this originally, and there's several, the pancake breakfasts or hot dog sundaes or whatever, the stuff is that they come up with, are pretty successful. I mean, of course, I know we know that, but for the people that don't fly into those or go to those, there's one in Louisiana that packs the people in every month, during the, I think that's only like, they do 7, 8 months a year probably or so, but they pack them in. And obviously they, just their fuel cells and everything else, and people being able to see the airport and the city being able to promote the airport. There's just benefits all the way around with it. So if y'all haven't met Soshi, raise your hand up. Soshi's our new communications and marketing coordinator and doing an awesome job. If you haven't watched all of our City of Cleveland pages lately, they have changed dramatically. We appreciate that. He's paid to make us look good. So, thank you, Soshi. No pressure, Soshi. Anything else on the fly-ins or anything? Anything else on anything at all? We are good. I got a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Got a motion by Mr. Lowry and a second by Julius Buckley. All in favor? Good to go.